Tiala received an email from Dr. Silana Penova about the blue crystalline substance they found on Koret. Apparently, it was a rare substance known as pteridium that used to be found on Thessia thousands of years ago, and was believed to be the Asari's first attempt at using something to enhance their biotic powers. While Ator solved a murder mystery whereby a Quarian customer had been stabbed to death, either the Turian ship captain he owed money to or the Volus pawnbroker he was selling the knife to, Tiala learned that Gabriel Delgado had escaped from hospital. The Sidewinders organize a meeting on Sentinel to discuss catching him again, inviting Sergeant Tadarmi along as well. They decided to set a trap using a crucifix Loghain had ripped from Delgado's neck during the scuffle, while also asking some questions at the hospital. Loghain had a meeting with Don Korlak, who wanted to speak with them. He got Hirokin to stealthily follow them to Korlak's secret meeting place. Shortly afterwards, Ator, Hirokin, and Gold went to the hospital to ask about Delgado's escape. Apparently, some of his cronies had snuck in the night, downed 2 orderlies, and stolen an ambulance to escape. Gold became angered and smashed up some of the ambulances in rage. Soon afterwards, a disappointed Captain Dentes reports the incident to Loghain, and the group has to pay for damages. Loghain was not happy with Gold, and disappointed in Ator and Hirokin for not telling him either. Loghain had discovered that his sister has an obsession with Asari, so reluctantly took her to Cerulean Dreams using tickets that Jelana Radicus had given him. While Heka had fun, Loghain was recognized and asked by the club's owner to help get money owed to her by a customer with a long overdue tab. Loghain confronted the Turian, who agreed to pay what he could then and said he'd pay the rest when his profits came in 5 days' time. Loghain gave him the benefit of the doubt, but warned him he'd be back if he hadn't paid by then. The Sidewinders headed to Reach for their medal ceremony, along with reporter Messianus Therita and a stowaway in the form of Tess. Gold stayed on the ship while the others attended the event, which allowed him to receive a distress call that came through. It was from Nizina-sana na Iktomi, who had run into some problems on Nasern with what she claimed to be rogue VIs. Gold passed the message on to the others, who had to cut the post-celebrations off early to see to it. Loghain managed to convince Messianus to stay aboard with Tess while they dealt with what they were going to simply refer to as mechs, given the strong suspicion that they were dealing with illegal AIs. Sentinel landed on Nasern, near the colony of Aegor, and the Sidewinders met up with Nizina. She explained that she was working on a mechs, and it made more of itself. When there were enough of them, they started killing all the Solarian scientists. She managed to escape, but needs her creations to be stopped. What Nizina has actually created was a Geth, which in turn had created more Geth. She had stopped them from communicating outside the facility, thanks to jamming communications, then sealed them inside. The Sidewinders went in with Nizina and took down the Geth within, even managing to stop a really large one from its construction being completed. Nizina placed devices she claimed were signal jammers on the walls as they had, but Ator and Tiala managed to ascertain they were also explosives. Loghain actually agreed with Nizina's decision, and after making sure the remains were unrecognizable, he allowed Messianus Therita to film some of the aftermath before they left and blew up the entire facility. Nizina said she would remain behind to find more work, while the Sidewinders left with plans to see what apparent monsters were in the platinum mine on Trigonita Petra.
Who in the whole galaxy is not my inferior? Who else is there strong enough to give these humans the leadership they need?